So I've been cycling through some decks and Golem seems to be a pretty fan favourite. Out of the box, something that you can use. Let's get into the new cards. So with the Golem lineup, we've got Geodude, we've got Graveler, and we've also got Golem. Now, obviously we're utilising a few of each. We're going for the first edition of the Geodude because we get a better attack. We then got the Graveler, I believe, from the first Genetic Apex, and then Golem is coming from the Mythical Islands, mainly because he has got his Guard Press. We're then going to throw in a little Marshadow, obviously coming in with the Revenge. Anything gets knocked out, you're going to do 100 rather than the 40. It's pretty good as a retaliation attack. Hitmonlee, it's a semi-off-the-cuff one, but to be fair, if you do manage to get him in the right scenarios, especially Magikarp, for instance, not that much health, he can do 30 damage to the bench if he does have that stretch kick in one energy. It's pretty simple, but can be pretty effective. And finally, Druddigon. Beautiful card. We know that he does really well. Obviously, the rough skin ability is going to be the fan favorite here. We're not going to be using any fire or water in this deck. It is predominantly going to be just purely on a tank move. It allows us to get Golem and potentially a Marshadow hit as well. Now in a full image, this is going to be the deck we're going to be using. It's a pretty standard one. Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Druddigon, Hitmonlee, Marshadow, and then we're going for Brock, Leaf, Professor Research, Giovanni, Pokeball, and a potion. It's simple, it's effective, and it did win first place in a tournament. So let's get ourselves into a match then. Honestly, the kind of play that you're going for this depends on how you set up. How you start is going to be massive. Guard Press is a beautiful ability, 120 with a 4 energy. You've obviously got Brock that can give Golem extra energies per turn. We got second on this one. And obviously then add in that, you could do it in 2 turns with 2 Brocks. It's a possible one. So we got the choice, we got Druddigon here. We then do have Hitmonlee. We don't actually have any Pokeballs, so that could be interesting. And we're going against a Dragonite deck. That's one that I do want to try out again, potentially add in some new Pokemon into it. It could be an interesting one. So let's see how this unfolds. It's got the Pokeball to start with as well. But like I was saying with the Guard Press, you do the 120. You can get up there pretty comfortably if you do get the evolutions nice, thick and fast. And it also does, or the ability I suppose is, that it does 30 damage take away from your opponent's next attack. He's got a double Druddigon in here as well, which is always interesting. We've then got the Professor's Research. Kind of would prefer... I mean, we don't want Hitmonlee. There is the Geodude, though, so we know that's going to be working nicely. So we'll whack him there. And then, other than that, it's a lot of setup for this deck. That's the main thing with it. But the big thing is, with all of the Pokemon that's available, none of them are EX. You can do pretty well. The one disadvantage that I've seen on this deck after using it, the very first time I used it, going against a Mewtwo deck, it's got to be almost perfect. Because the weakness is very, very damaging if they get their guard straight away and then straight into the Mewtwo. There's not a lot you can do with that. You can potentially go around from it, but it's one of them. What I would suggest here, though, is he's opening up his possibility here, and this is where Hitmonlee can actually do some damage. It might not be the best strategy, but we whack a Leaf on now. We've got the Golem again. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to throw Leaf in, because now we can actually attack Dragonair from here. So he really needs it in. And hopefully we do get a Marshadow by this point, because then we can add that. And then obviously we're going to stretch kick that one. Obviously then if we do get the Marshadow, they're going to more than likely take on Hitmonlee straight away. Marshadow does the 100, takes that out, and then we go in with the Golem. It's only then the Druddigon's left. He's going to go with a double here. So we're going to... I feel like we'll keep on Dragonair. He's obviously just trying to get the double here. But he knows that we're not going to attack that Druddigon. That's the whole deck that I'm using, to be honest. So let's see what we can go. He's probably just going to end the turn. I'm assuming he's not using fire. He'll have water. Might even throw a fire on there. But there we go. There's the Marshadow. So all we got to do here, we could do with the Graveler as quick as possible now, just to start racking up, but we can add that Marshadow, so we can just keep kicking down this Dragonair and pretty much just play him out. He's got to get a Dragonite at some point. If he doesn't get it, he's got to move him back in. And I think Dragonair can do the Tail Smack, so he could bring him in now, but it's going to require another Leaf, and we could then slap that out with obviously, ooh, he has got the Dragonite. What do we got going on then? Draco Meteor. One of your opponents is choosing random times. Okay, yeah. This one I'm still kind of half and half. What was the... Do we need an extra? It needs one more still. So that is fine. We could do with a Graveler if we really had to. We kind of just have to keep going with it. I'm going to go and throw one more there. We will then... Oh, now I've got the possibility. It's going to do the 100. So unless he heals, I'm going to stretch kick just in case he does a potion. Because if he does a potion, it means Marshadow's not going to get the revenge back on him. So it's kind of one of them. And he will have to wait for a leaf if he doesn't have one already. I can imagine he probably does, but we'll see. See what we've got going on. So he's going to get the final energy needed. He's then got another Dragonite, I'm assuming, getting ready. He has got the leaf, so he's going to come for the attack straight off the bat here. Let's see what Dragonite's made of then. Well, because what is the attack? It's Pokemon is chosen at random 4 times. Oh, one of your opponents. Oh, okay. So, okay. That really doesn't help. That's a shame that it doesn't do the rough skin on Dragonite there. It doesn't because he's not in the active spot as well. So, then we get the Graveler now, don't we? Of course we do. And he can keep doing it, can't he? That's a shame. That's a pretty good move. Very good. I must admit, that's a pretty good tactic. If we got Golem in earlier, we could have maybe survived that, to be honest. Golem could have at least took out the Dragonite, meaning then we could have gone to the bench as well. He'd have threw Druddigon in, just whack that out as well. We get a heal. Should have been fine then. So, going in second then. We've got Druddigon on here. We've got the Pokeball. We've got Golem again. Honestly, I've never had so much luck with the third evolution. Ooh, okay, so we're looking at a Snivy, a Cyperia, and probably Celebi deck, I'm assuming. See what we can get from it. We've got the Pokeball. Could either give us Marshadow, another Druddigon, or obviously a Hitmonlee. And then Geodude is what we want. Waiting for the opponent to return. Always fun. Okay, okay, so maybe an Exeggutor. Exeggutor? I can never pronounce that name. It always is one of them. Who else has he got? Has he got a Celebi as well? That's quite heavy detail there. We need a Graveler, nice. So if we could get, if we could get a Geodude here, that would be the perfect scenario. Of course, it's going to be Hitmonlee. Why wouldn't it be? So we go Professor's Research instead. Hold on the Druddigon, obviously. Druddigon and a Graveler again, of course. So we shall. We have no reason. We've got to put it on the Hitmonlee. We have no reason to put it on anything else. Druddigon, unfortunately, is just a tank. Put in fire and water into the deck as well would just cause so many more problems. So this is kind of where some of these decks can fall down in just how the cards just fall. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. And the items and how you utilize stuff is normally how you maximize this. I saw another content creator using a Porygon that was incredible for just searching through the deck. I think it's the data leak or something like that was incredible. So it's one of them that I think if you can get a deck where it utilizes all of its moves and how you kind of get through the deck, it can be very, very good. Whereas like the Pika, pretty much just get anything in. Get the Pika EX in and get everything else on top. That's kind of how it works. So we got draw 2 cards again. Give me a Geodude this turn because we're not going to be able to survive too much of this. Oh, it's very frustrating if anything. So what we can do is we will whack it there, I suppose. Hitmonlee doesn't need anything else. We're just thinking of maybe the retreat energy. I know we've got a leaf, but we could use Brock and then the leaf and then the retreat instead of having to use one or the other. I'm assuming he's waiting for Exeggutor, to be honest. That's kind of what he's going for. He gets to be able to add an energy zone to it. Makes no difference, I don't think. Get another Brock. Come on. This is not going to end well. I'm just glad that he doesn't have a Celebi because at this point, I know he's not necessarily got Cyperia yet, but if he got... Well, I say that now. Obviously, if he did get the Celebi out, it would be lights over without this Golem. We're just missing even a Pokeball at this rate. Granted, we'd end up with Marshadow, but to be fair, it's probably better than nothing at this point. Leaf again. Wow, this is just getting sad now. We're just throwing energies everywhere. We're making sure everybody has an energy. They have got crazy amounts. I don't think, unless you've got the other Exeggutor, I don't know what move that has. Obviously, I know the EX. I know that can do 80, but has it got anything about it having more energies on it? And there is the one that I didn't want to see. Now, we've got very little chance. We've got 2 turns if we get the Geodude in next to be able to get Brock on straight away. So, and it can potentially... Can it do it? Flip a coin, 50. If it gets Cyperia, it gets 40. 30 less. We still don't get anything. This is just horrendous. At this point, we may as well throw Hitmonlee in, to be honest. But can we do that? Should we do that? I mean, we've got no option at this point. We need something. So let's retreat in with Hitmonlee. We've got to do something because he is just going to absolutely mammoth this deck if he carries on. So we're just going to try and take down whatever we can. Probably better for the Celebi, to be honest. But we've got Giovanni. We know that Golem can deal with him. We just need that Geodude. At this rate, I guarantee he red cards me and then I lose everything. We'll have the Geodude, but no Graveler and Golem. This is a lot of energies to play with. Again, I don't know why it doesn't get the Celebi in now. And imagine... Oh, what does this one do? I forgot this. If this Pokemon has 3 energies, this attack does 70 more. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? So it's going to get the energy whip. What? Oh, free. Okay, yeah. Pokeball. Give me Geodude. Come on. Yes! Right, so straight off the bat, we're going to throw Geodude in. We're going to then swap him out, swap in Druddigon to get that back. We're going to throw one on him. We then have... I don't think we could do anything else as of yet. We're going to end turn there. And then we've got the ability to put Brock... Graveler on. Then obviously we've got the free energies. We could put Brock, bring Druddigon out, and start wailing. He's going to obviously get the... What is it? He gets an 80 from this. No, a 90 from this. Which is going to give him a 20 hit back. He needs to start putting on Celebi, to be honest. Gets the 90, gets the 20 back. That's fine. And then we get to put the Graveler in. I was going to say, watch me get another Geodude. So now we want the Brock. Oh, yeah, of course it's... Oh, it's Golem. Of course it is. Yeah, so that's fine still because we obviously are just energy in this. So that's fine. Graveler's in now. And I think that's all we can do for now. So he'll take this one. We could even then set in the another Druddigon if we really wanted to. I'd kind of like to have got Marshadow in this deck, but it kind of is what it is at this point, to be honest. It's going to start getting Celebi up. We kind of need... Because if he throws in Celebi, it's as soon as he gets Cyperia where it becomes a bit more of an issue. Because as well, if he brings Celebi in on the back of a hit, that's when it gets a little bit more issue-y. Because obviously then we're not getting the 30 minus damage unless is it for the net. Is it for anybody? The opponent takes 30. It could be anybody then, I suppose. I suppose he'll have he's done the attack, so it's kind of that way. Okay, that works. So let's see what he's going to go for. I'm assuming he's going to take this out. Unless he's waiting for something. At this point, what you could do is just wait me out, to be honest. You don't know that I've got the Golem. So, we should be able to do the full whack next. So, we're going to bring in Graveler after this. Don't want to wait too many more energies, because that Celebi's starting to look pretty good. So, we can now... we'll just use the fresh Golem. So, throw Golem in. We could then, to be honest, we could start building a second. So, we're going to start building a second down here, just in case... Then we throw the Brock on here. We then throw another one. That gives us our lovely guard press. So we're going to slap out this one. Beautiful. We can then start building the next as well because there's no discard of energies, which is nice. So we could potentially get the second Golem going. That, to be honest, you normally don't get there. These longer battles potentially could mean that. He's obviously going to go for the Celebi. I'm assuming Cyperia is going to show its head, meaning that he's got the chance of a 200, but we just need one Tails without a Giovanni, obviously. But he's going to do 30 less damage as well. So actually, he needs all 4 heads if he gets the Cyperia here, which I'm assuming he's got to be very close. Ooh, if he does, he gets 6, in fact. What's he going to do? Has he got it or not? If he doesn't have it, it puts us in a very nice scenario. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And we've got the Giovanni. Oh, no. So he does hold himself nicely for that. Okay. See what you're going to do. Come on. As little as possible. As 3 Tails would be outrageously good, but I expect 1. Yeah. It's going to be all 3, isn't it now? Okay, we could do that. 100. So, if he's going to give 90, he's got the weakness as well. Oh, is it grass? I thought that... Oh, is that Golem... Oh. Oh, it's because... Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So, oh, we need one out, really. So, just got to strategize. Because we're going to get the attack. We should be able to do this, surely. So, if we whack that there, we can then go with Graveler. Because his minus blue... Surely that... Oh, does it count for this one? What's he got? Oh, takes 10... yeah, it takes minus 10 attacks from the next one. And then we... does 10. So he's going to have minus... Yeah, so it basically keeps him safe. We're just going to have to do it. And then get our Graveler in. It could be done. We could be in this good scenario. So... We're going to throw that in just in case he has a heal, obviously. Then I think we'll throw the potion on him. Just because if he does manage to not hit as much, that would be nice. Because the 20 damage, so he basically just needs 1 heads. So we're going to throw that attack. He's going to get 1 less, so that's going to be 120. So puts him on the 10. We've got a point. So if we take out that Celebi with Graveler next, because we'll have the lunge out, he's going to have to swap out realistically. There's the Cyperia. He's got to swap it out. It's a must. Oh, he's healed the 50. Yeah, forgot about Erica. That is a pain. And he's got the 20 as well. If we get Brock, we get 3. We're going to have to basically take the damage. He's going to get the knockout, really. Let's be real. It's going to be very unlucky for him to not get. Because I've got then the Graveler. We can put it into Golem. We'll then have 2 energy. Yeah, it's just... I think it is pretty much a GG here. It would be disastrous for him to not get more than 1 heads in 8. And then realistically his next one's 10. So there's very, very little chance here that he doesn't. There's 1. And there we go. We're out. What's he going to get? How many? I was going to say, imagine, 4. That's going to be all of that, so that's going to be 190. So, I don't think there's... The only chance really is him not getting the attack, which is very unlikely, because if we get the 40, we'd need 2 more turns. Have we got both? We've got a Brock. I mean, we've got to try it. At the very minimum, it's worth the effort. So, we've got no more in the deck. We're going to throw him up to Golem. Throw that in, and then we've just basically got 1 more turn to hope that he gets it. So if we can hold on and he doesn't get the full whack, we'll throw Marshadow in. If he uses Sabrina now, it's kind of lights over anyway. So we'll see what he goes. He's going to go for the extra energy for Celebi, and then we've just got to hope for the RNG. It was too long to get that Geodude out, otherwise it would have been good. He does have the other Exeggutor. So that does 20 more damage for each energy. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. The double ability, that's going to just absolutely sweep me anyway. Surely. Because what would that be? Oh, no, he's gone for the 5 anyway. Is he going to go for the 10 coins? We need, like, less than 4. And he's gone for the Sabrina. So we go with Drudigon. It's got the most HP. It's not going to... It's going to get more than 2. So that's pretty much done. Let's see what he gets. What's the damage here? I mean, imagine if it doesn't. He's got to get less than 2. He's got to get 1. That's it. I think then it's pretty much game over now. No. Oh. There we go. Oh my. It is an absolute sweep. Yeah, so 6 heads is outrageous. 300. So then we're up first. We've got the Geodude straight in this time. Guarantee we don't get anything next. Hopefully this is the winning battle. Let me know down below, do you like seeing the close battles as well? Even if it is a loss, like, let's be real. You can lose on a Mewtwo deck. You can lose on a Pika deck. Any deck that's even got like a 90% win rate, it means 10% is not going to win. So let me know what you prefer. Do you like just seeing the winning times, or do you like to see the close calls and all of that? We do get another Geodude. We've got another Drudigon. We're going to throw him in as well, just so he can't Sabrina. We will keep that space open. He's obviously going for... Oh, okay, so he's got Ponyta. He has got, what's it called? Salandit for the poison, I believe. Okay, so he's obviously going to go for the Inferno Dance straight off the bat. I'm expecting an Arcanine or a Charmander to throw its head. I've not really seen Moltres being used without them. Whether he's got them or not in the deck, we don't know yet. So that's going to be interesting. Did he just use a Pokeball? Okay, so he's going to go for that. I'm assuming maybe on Rapidash more than anything. See what he's going for then. Obviously, the weakness is grass. I thought the weakness was psychic. So it obviously on Golem's deck it isn't. Then we get 1, 2, 3. Wow, and thank God we don't go against the Charizard this time. What's he going to put it on? Surely it's on Ponyta, because Salandit just needs 1, and you don't really want to evolve it. The poison is the whole point of that deck. Oh yeah, of course you can split it. It's not like thingy. So we get we could do with the Graveler. Let's go here. Come on, give me the Graveler. Hitmonlee, Graveler. Beautiful. Okay. So we can start powering up that one. Then we've obviously got Hitmonlee. I'm going to leave Hitmonlee at the moment just because I kind of want the Marshadow in for when Druddigon does go. Obviously, he's going to go 70 straight off the bat, which should mean we get 2. We get quite a few more times. It just depends on how much energy it's going to give everything else. He's going to just start powering it up knowing that I'm trying to go for the Graveler here. But if we can make it move, it'll be alright. We could do, if we do get the... I should have probably put the Geodude down, because if we get another Graveler, being able to get the second Golem in is very, very good as well, because even then... Oh, free head... What is it? Free heads, free tails? That's karma. We get Brock on this one, so nice. We can start getting Golem in. Golem, swap him in. I'm debating, because I've got Golem in already. I'm going to go and throw Geodude in, because we only need 1 more. Just because if we do get the Graveler, we can put him in next turn anyway. We do need a Leaf to bring Druddigon back out, but he's going to start hitting Moltres now anyway. You watch me get a Marshadow next. What does this Rapidash do? Flip a coin at the head, it does 60 more damage. It's fair enough. I assume he's going to go for the Heat Blast instead. I am surprised he hasn't bought... I know Salandit's obviously just as an extra to poison and then go, but having an EX does mean that it is a bit of a struggle. So he's going to go, unless... Am I weak? I was going to say I'm not weakness. I've realised Druddigon doesn't have a weakness. So that's going to be the 140 to the 120, which is nice. Okay, there's the Leaf. So we can... What do we want to do? Do we use the Leaf now? I suppose we could use the Leaf now. Because he's going to go... He could go with the poison. 100's not going to be enough and we'll be able to take it. We should be golden with that, to be honest. It should be quite a quick, clean sweep if he doesn't have something that we don't know. We've not got a point against us. I'm going to chuck in a bit of Golem. Go straight for the guard press. This should be the cleanest win at the end now. Now he's got rid of that. Take the 30 damage less anyway. That should be game over. Taking out the EX is the big one. He needed to swap out to the Rapidash and then he could have figured something out. But even then... I think it should be game over. Because that can only do 100. It can only do 110 on an absolute maximum. He has got the evolution here, though. What does that do? 30, your opponent's... He can't do anything. And he's got to do the heads, yeah, either. Even if that does, it's still... It's not enough. So that's pretty much game over then. So beautiful. 10 damage. 10 damage. Why did that only... Oh, of course. Honestly, I'm silly. And there you go. It's as easy as that. Sometimes you get the run and it just works perfectly.